Welcome everyone, thank you for joining me. This is Hunt Detail. My name is Jacob and we've got a great lineup today coming from the ATA show here in Indianapolis 2025. Very exciting, lots of new gear, new products, exciting things to think about for your fall in 2025. Let's go.
Hey, Dirk Durham here from Phelps Game Calls. I want to talk to you about what's new for 2025. So first up, we've got a really cool bugle tube. It's called the Kyvan tube. This thing is a modular tube that shrinks down to the size of an Nalgene bottle, expands out, just screws out to a full-size tube. So this is like a backpacker's dream. You can collapse that down, put it in like a Nalgene holder on your backpack belt, and then hike through the mountains. And then when you're ready to call, just deploy it. But the biggest thing about like kind of a cool gimmicky gadget like this is, but what does it sound like? When the guys at Kyvan came to us, a couple of guys from Salt Lake City area, they said, hey, check out this cool new tube. And I said, well, then one thing that's most important, it has to sound good. So I'll give you a little demonstration. Sounds great. So with elk calls of any kind, it has to sound like a real elk or as close as humanly possible to an elk, and I think we nailed it with this. Next up, we have another cool new call, and let me show you that. Let's go over here. All right, next up is our Easy One cow call. So we wanted to make the very smallest external cow call that we could possibly make, and also have something to work for people who cannot use a diaphragm, and that's what we got right here with the Easy One. So this is just a really small cow call. I wish I had one. They're still in the prototyping stage. We haven't got our production run yet, but those will release mid-summer around July. But it's an external cow call. It's very similar to our Easy Sucker call, but this is an exhale call. Where our Easy Sucker fell short on volume, it was more of a closer type call. This one, you're going to be able to reach out and be a lot louder, you know, project that cow call across a big canyon or something. And it's also going to come with a little retractable lanyard, so it manages that call placement. Maybe you're going to put it on your bino harness or on your backpack. All right, next up we have our Apex series. So everyone has a little different shaped pallet, and our amp calls that we've been having on the market for several years work for a lot of people, but not for everybody. So listen to our customer feedback. We went to work and came out with 3 different new frame styles that have a dome on top, but it's a little different shape. So for instance, you have the Pinnacle, which is a very tall dome for folks that have a tall narrow pallet. We have the Vertex for people that have kind of a more flat type pallet, and then you also have the Summit. And the Summit is going to be for people who have even a flatter pallet, who maybe like flat frame calls, but don't like how flat frame calls are a little bit tougher to blow. They're a little harder to control. So the Summit is going to give you a dome that's a minimalist dome that's not going to really interfere with the roof of your mouth, but still give you better control than a flat frame.
First up, our original Shikars award winner here at ATA in 2020, a folding climbing stick. They very easy to operate, take up no room in your pack. I actually slide mine in my backpack when I'm hunting just for space. After that, we came up with the FXD, which is a fixed version of the same stick. They weigh £1.5 pounds a piece. The big craze the last couple years been one sticks. Bob was our original one stick. Got a new cleat system for him as well. Bob has a fixed bottom, adjustable top, where you can control the angle of the top platform. This new hunt cleat that we just came out with this year, just a simple bite. We added a feature to when you get to hunting height to go ahead and lock it in place. But honestly, you just have to hook it and then it just falls out. I mean, no noise. I think it's going to be for the guys that mobile hunt a lot in bedding areas, I think it's going to be a thing. Another new product we have this year is our Ool Edge. This is a collaboration, Out on Limb and Wild Edge. They sent me a bow holder out of plastic and they want to make it metal. So we went a little step farther and made a camming style row of steps. We got them over here on the tree, but they absolutely will not move on the tree. Lightweight, this is, what's weight on this, Chase? Half a pound? 8 ounces? 8 ounces. And this is 2.5 ounces. What we introduced last year was the pinch point. Been a pretty good seller. Still hadn't outsold the Bob or the Slick Rick, but pinch point difference on it is a folding platform. I use this for my pull-up handle, but it gives you a little clearer climb, so you're not bumping your shins on the platform. Plus, it's one of the larger platforms. I don't think it's the largest on the market, but it's 14 wide, 10 deep. Then our plain Jane, that's been a very good seller this year. It's just a basic $199 one stick, and then you add your accessories. And then here's that row of steps. I mean, they're rock solid on the tree. And that's pretty much all we got for this year.
All right, what's up guys? I am Matt with REK Broadheads, and we are a Michigan-based company. We take a lot of pride in American-made broadheads here. We've got our 2025 lineup here, which includes our FX4. This became really popular over the last couple of years. It's a fixed head that flies extremely well. It's an 1 1/8 main blade on that, a 3/4 inch bleeder. Blades are easily replaceable. This big beefy chisel tip does a number on bone, and you'll see that across our lineup here. It's a 70-75 aluminum ferrule, and just holds up really well, flies extremely true. And then we have our 2 expandables here, the XP and the HXP, which the XP has an 1 7/8 inch cut, and the HXP is 2 1/4 inch cut. However, these little retainers you see here are patented spring lock retention collars. Those put a spring tension on the blade, and so when that hits on impact, you see a slap cut on entry, where we see like a 3-inch entry wound with this HXP and a 2 1/4 with the XP here. Really the goal was just to take the expandable broadhead, beef it up, make it hold up to bone and hard impacts, and we get some great feedback on these things punching through shoulders and busting bone that you typically would not see in an expandable broadhead. So yeah, we're still pretty new to the broadhead space here, but we've got deep manufacturing roots. My dad and I own the company, and he's worked in manufacturing for over 45 years. So we launched in 2020, and every year we've grown. So we're gonna keep the ball rolling here, and we have some new models that we're working on, and exciting things to come from REK.
All right. How's it going, guys? I'm Mike here from Pnuma, here at booth 1067 at the ATA show. Just going to talk to you a little bit about what we have for whitetail hunting. What you're looking at here on the mannequin, this is our Torrent series. So this is 100% waterproof. You have the Torrent jacket here mixed with the Torrent bib, which is a great addition. The bib has full length zippers on the legs, so it's easy on off. The jacket itself is treated with DWR, also has our Pnuma Dry waterproof membrane in it, as well as 100 grams of Primaloft insulation. So if you're looking for something that's completely weatherproof, will repel snow, rain, whatever you need all the way into late season, the Pnuma Torrent has got you. Also here I'm holding our High Point series. So this is a 200 gram insulated Berber fleece. This is a great jacket when you're late season rifle or archery hunting, when the temperatures get below that 20-degree threshold where you know it gets really cold. So Pnuma here, we have a complete offering of whitetail. We also have stuff for western big game when it comes down to merino wool, all the way up to puffy jackets and outerwear for rain protection. So come take a look, and if you haven't heard of Pnuma, check it out.
Hey Jacob, thanks for coming by. Appreciate you coming by and seeing you again. We're live here at 2025 ATA show in Indianapolis. Just wanted to briefly go over the new products we have. This is our original TreeStyx that we introduced last year. Actually, today's our birthday, so 1 year ago today is when we first introduced TreeStyx to everybody in the industry. So this is our traditional climbing stick with the integrated aider. This has been for sale since June this year. It's going very well. This is our new product for this year. Very similar to the original TreeStyx, but now we have an 24-inch integrated aider. So the normal aider would stop about that far. Now we have a 24-inch aider. We call it the max aider stick because this is the maximum length aider that we could package within this stick. Again, it folds up just like that. Stow rope comes around the Versa clip, stows away. It nests inside of traditional TreeStyx just like that. They clip together. Nice tidy package when you're going up and down the tree. Another new product that we launched shortly after the original TreeStyx is the aiderless climbing stick. These are sold for $20 a stick less. These are meant for people that don't want an aider or want to hang their own style aider off of these things. So an example of that would be this stick here, no integrated aider. You can hang a 2-step, you can hang a 3-step. We actually sell these as well, but you could use your own. The ones we sell roll up super easily. They got bands on the sides that retain them. Super easy to operate. And then our last new product for this year is our 1-stick. So we had a lot of requests to come out with a 1-stick, and this is what we came up with. So again, we're always a little bit different than everybody else. This 1-stick weighs 1.1 pounds. It's got a cam cleat that has been engineered specifically for 1-sticking. It's not something that's been retrofitted from sailboats or anything like that. It's very strong, very lightweight. It's got a stable cam at the bottom and a movable cam at the top. Our 7.5 foot long rope is a 3/16 inch full berry. It wraps up on the stick, and just like all of our other TreeStyx, it ends perfectly, and then you got a band that just holds it in place. It's got a little pull handle that comes out, so you can get a little extra height. You can reach down, you can unseat it by this cable here, and then it stows away when you're not using it. So you can find us always at TreeStyx.com. And again, appreciate you coming by, Jacob.
Thank you.